What's good, folks? It's WARFRAME here with a new WARFRAME video coming at you with a top 5 must-have shotguns. These are the best of the best. I would say just stop the video right now and go get these weapons. I know you haven't watched it, but I know most of you are going to be clicking through. Let's see what's the best one, and you're going to get it. So what's stopping you? Do it now. Do it now. But then we're always going to get that one person coming in. Hey, what about this shotgun? Is it the best? No. Stop it. Use these ones because these are the best ones. Now, these weapons will be rated based on their scalability. So what that means is that can they go into high level content? Because I really enjoy doing higher level content, usually high level disruptions, endurance runs, and they'll be modded for that. Now, if you're going to take this into regular star chart, do you really need the mods? I don't do you? I don't know. Now, if you take a look at these arcanes right here, primary merciless, primary deadhead, or primary dexterity, these are going to be used in all of the builds. If you do not have these, get them. They're like 10 plats for a max set. What these do is give you a base damage multiplier, 360% base damage multiplier. That's like serration, heavy caliber, and then some, meaning you're already getting so much raw base damage output. Adding a prime point blank or serration will be additive to this and will give you diminishing returns. Pretty much too much of the same multiplier will give you diminishing returns. That's why we'll be using other multipliers, crits, faction mods, elemental mods. If you do not have primed faction mods, should you use another mod? Yes, use the regular ones. If you're going for a DOT build, meaning a damage over time build, basically a heat DOT, bleed DOT, electric DOT, gas DOT, yes, you will get a larger damage output even if you use a regular faction mod. But if you're going for a flat damage build, meaning like corrosive or radiation, and you don't have a primed one, then yes, you can use a prime point blank or any other multiplier. Here we are at number 5, which is the Kuva Comb, a Kuva weapon which you can get from your Kuva Lich. If you haven't seen my Lich guide, do go check it out. It'll explain how to get your Kuva Lich and your Sisters of Parvos. Anyway, my Kuva Comb comes with bonus toxin. Why toxin? Because it is more versatile. You can go with gas, viral, and corrosive, basically giving you more flexibility when it comes to modding. Let's take a look at the build and then I'll show you how it works in Steel Path. Of course, primary merciless for a base damage multiplier. Since we already have our base damage multiplier, we go with a Bane mod to multiply our damage on the initial hit and double dip with DOTs. Crit chance, crit damage, multi-shots. Fire rate allows this weapon to ramp up and continuously deal damage. Hunter munitions, because this is going to be a viral build. Primed ammo stock will give us 433 bullets coming out of this weapon. This is your flex slot. You can put whatever mod you want. Taking a look at the corrosive build, all we did was replace the element and hunter munitions. The element we put here is prime charge shell, giving you that crazy electric damage so we can get that massive corrosive damage. For companion, you can go whichever companion you want, but for some crits, we're going to go with our carrier prime. Does the build matter? No, just a bunch of mods and the vigilante sets.
Or attach Kuva catalysts to begin harvesting.
So you see how this weapon just ramps up in damage? And yes, I do also have Arcane Tempo for even more fire rate, meaning more DPS. Woo! That's crazy. Unfortunately, it is a single target weapon. It doesn't have the AoE that the other ones will, but it just gives you so much raw damage output. Since it gives you so much raw DPS output, you're not even going to notice that it's a single target weapon. You notice how long it took us before we finally reloaded? Look at the amount of bullets that we're pulling out. Holy crap, dude. Hell yeah. Is this even allowed to be called a shotgun? Actually, most of the weapons that are going to be in this list, are they even allowed to be called a shotgun? Yes. I bet I'm gonna get somebody, oh, you're using Loki for the stealth multiplier damage. Yes, we get stealth multipliers from guns. Yes. Okay, and here we are with corrosive damage. As you can see, the damage is still outstanding. Acolyte here. Okay, Let's see the DPS on the Acolyte. Pretty good. Not the best, but it's doable. Okay, here we are at number 4, and that is the Bubonico. The Bubonico. This is your infested arm cannon. It has a decent crits and comes with bonus toxin. So you can just put a cold mod. Easy as that, right? And its AoE will deal your modded element. And here I put Frigid Blast, which is a cold mod, giving me instant viral. And its AoE is going to proc cold. So that's why Galvanized Savvy is going to be so good. And since this weapon has a battery, meaning you don't have to worry about reloading or ammo, it's going to be so easy to mod around that. Your faction mod, your base damage, crit chance, crit damage, multi-shot, very important, hunter munitions, and fire rates. And of course, Galvanized Savvy and your Frigid Blast, which is your cold mod. For the corrosive build, pretty much the same, but instead of hunter munitions, I went with Shrapnel Shot, giving me crit damage on aim. Yes, you can put any other mod you want, but more crit damage is always a good DPS increase. And of course, for the elemental mod, I did go with Primed Charge Shell. If you want to stick to your viral build and you want to strip armor, you can grab yourself a Vassalok or Sarpa and hook it up with some attack speed mods and Shattering Impact. Why is Vassalok the best? Because it shoots out 9 pellets. Okay, your alternate fire will deal some AoE damage and it consumes your ammo. But as you can see, the DPS is just so good. We're already initially one-shotting enemies, kinda. You can wait for it to reload after the alternate fire and then just go to town. So you're priming them with a viral and cold. Look at that. Look at that. So then hunter munitions just can go to town. Look at that damage. Let's see. That's a one shot. It's a one shot on the head. Oof, one shot. One shot. Damn. Chill. These are level 100 and something Steel Path enemies. Oh, I didn't get a headshot there? Never mind. He died from bleeds. All right, lock her down. Did prime her? Oh, wait. Armor strip? Yes! Yes! Now at number 3. Now, if you have not seen this weapon, I did showcase it in my top 10 fun AoE weapons that you should definitely use. And this is one of the deadliest shotguns out there. One of. And that is the Spore Lacera. It is made from the Spore Lacera chamber. Got the tremor grip and the splat loader. And yes, this is a primary kit gun, which can give you crazy amounts of crit chance and flexibility when it comes to modding. Why? Because we get an additional arcane slot. Orders, please. And here I went with primary seeker. Get a headshot, send out homing projectiles, and get headshots. Nothing but head. Yes, I said it. Shut up. Faction damage mod, crit chance, crit damage, multi-shots, cold. Why? Because just like the Bubonico and the Kuvacom, this weapon comes in bonus. You guessed it, toxin, so we get a viral. The initial hit will deal cold damage and the AoE has toxin damage, so we don't need to mod for double elements. As you can see right there, AoE deals toxin because this weapon hits and then explodes, and that is going to combine into viral. Get that with hunter munitions. Yes, you could put more Forma and go with a prime chilling grass. Of course, savvy because we're gonna get impact and cold on the enemy with viral and hunter munitions. I went with primed ammo stock here, increasing my magazine, but you can also go with anything else since this is a flex slot. I went with this because of its low magazine, so this allows me to deal more damage. And for sure, let me run that arcane tempo. And yes, I do have a corrosive build. The corrosive build is nice, but the viral one just deals so much more damage, and it allows you to add clear even better. Look at that damage. Look at that AoE. Oh my goodness. Oh yes. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Seeker just going ham. Sir, can you aim at the heads properly? This weapon is gonna shred acolytes like crazy. We're getting those random reds. It's because of the vigilante mods on our sentinel. If you really want to see how to get some crazy reds on this weapon, do check out my top 10 fun AoE weapons. Wait, who's who? Oh, never mind. He teleported me. Wait, did you just... Sir, I can't... All right, there you go. There you go, he's dead. Listen, Acolyte. When you spawn next to me, at least. So I can just kill you faster. Jeez, wasting people's time. Trying to stall for content. What is this, dude? Okay, here we're at number 2. All right, here we are at number 2. And we have the Cedo. This weapon came with Lavos, and it has 2 firing modes. Now, if you have not seen, I did take this weapon against level 9,999 and was destroying them. Yes, it is that deadly. Its alternate fire will not consume ammo, proc a lot of status effects, your modded ones, IPS, etc, etc. And once you do that, you can just continue shooting, which is a lot better than the Bubonico when it comes to priming then shooting. Because with the Bubonico, it consumes your ammo. But the downside to this is that it does have an ammo pool, meaning if you don't have any ammo mutation, you're going to run out of ammo. It has decent crits, decent, not the best. We can get 60% crit chance with critical deceleration. So let's take a look at the build. This is my viral hunter munitions build. We have our Merciless, Bane, crit chance, crit damage, multi-shot, galvanized Savvy, because this is just so good on the Cedo, as we can proc multiple status effects and just go to town on enemies. Modded for viral, unfortunately, doesn't come with a bonus element, so we need to waste a mod slot. If you do have a Riven, then definitely get something with Toxin and Fire Rate with a negative. It will give you some little bit of versatility. Why 2 positives? Because look at that disposition, not great. And this is the corrosive build, as you can see, modded for raw corrosive damage. And for priming, what is priming? Is to proc status effects on enemies and allow you to deal damage with their melee or Warframe abilities. Lavos. We want multi-shot here. Why not the galvanized ones? Because the galvanized ones require you to kill. Okay, this was just straight up multi-shot, more multi-shot, status chance, status duration, viral heat, and some utility and dexterity if you're going with the melee setup. So this gives you combo duration, alternate fire, and shoot. Look how deadly this thing is. And yes, we do have to suffer with that reload, but it's fine. Just alternate fire and shoot. This weapon is a lot more comfortable to use than the Bubonico when it comes to AoE, priming, and then shooting. Because for one, it doesn't consume your ammo when you use the alternate fire. Look at that, 16 bullets left. Alternate fire. We still have 16 bullets left. And go to town on enemies. And yes, just like the Bubonico, it can one tap these guys. You lied to me. You can alternate fire twice to shoot and have it return to you, so you can prime again. So shoot, return, and shoot again. Easy. All right, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Alternate fire. Oh yeah, armor strip. There we go. Dead, dead, dead. As you can see, just disgusting damage. So yeah, that's the Cedo. Coming at you with honorable mentions, and here we have the Convectrix, a crazy shotgun that doesn't fire like a shotgun. 2 beams that converge into 1 point and deal crazy amounts of slash. Here are the 2 builds. We have our crit chance, crit damage, galvanized. This is your pure slash build. And of course, the viral build. Either one works. This one requires a primer. This one has its own elemental procs. Dead, touch, touch. And with efficient beams, we're not draining any ammo if we're not shooting enemies. Look at that. Beautiful. Touch. 52 stacks of bleed. Touch. 33. Boom. Touch. Phenomenal. Touch. There you go. Dead. Of course, if you had viral procs from your Panzerable Phyla, or if you're switching between primary and secondary, or if you have a priming melee. What do I mean with a priming melee? Here we go. We'll take our Zorus. This is only good if you're going to prime enemies. We have our viral and heat. So how does the priming melee work? So you build up combo on the Zorus. It has infinite combo. Look, it's not even going down. And you can just quick throw it and it will prime enemies. This is without any stacks again. Toss. Look at that. Crazy amounts of damage. And the other honorable mention is the Teenid Plasma. If you have not seen this in my top 10 fun AoE weapons, do go check it out. The build is very straightforward. This is your viral, base damage, crit chance, crit damage, hunter munitions, and it also comes with bonus toxin since it's a lich weapon, or Sisters of Parvos in this case. And this is the corrosive build with prime charge shell, giving that crazy amounts of raw damage. This is amazing if you're fighting against acolytes. And finally, the Unkempt Herald, which is a Catch Moon primary. It is built from the Catch Moon, Tremor, and Splat. And here are the builds. We have our viral hunter munitions. It does come with base heat, which is unfortunate. So that means we have to mod it for 2 elements. We don't get versatility. And of course, our flat damage build, corrosive, charge shell, contagious spread. This is very fun and deals a lot of damage. Here we go. Viral hunter munitions. As you can see, it does a lot of damage. Woo! Juicy. And we're running with Pack Seeker. So if we do kill an enemy with that headshot, it's going to seek out nearby enemies and deal impact damage. And here is the corrosive builds. Yeah, we're dealing flat damage, so we're just gonna do so much against ferrite armored enemies. How do you know they're ferrite? You can just go and scan. Look at that. Ferrite. They take 75% more damage from corrosive. Woo! See that? That's Pack Seeker right there. And with Condition Overload, just allows us to deal crazy amounts of damage. All right. Here we are at number 1. And we have the Phantasma because it is fantastic. I'm so sorry. This weapon is so flexible and versatile in killing crazy amounts of adds and tough enemy units, and even miniature bosses like Corrupted Vor. It is not a crit weapon, and we're not modding it for a lot of raw damage, but for DOT builds. There's 2 variations that work really well. You have the viral and heat and the viral and electricity builds. Now, if you have not seen my Trinity build, the crit Trinity build using her new augment, I even made this weapon crit. As you can see, not the greatest crit chance out there, but if you want to see the crit variant of this weapon, do go check that video out. It's insane. You get to do a lot of damage and crit. All right, taking a look at the build. As you can see, base damage, savvy because we're proccing a lot of elements. It is base radiation, and we modded it for viral. We don't want to max our viral because we want it to just proc, and our main damage source is going to be heat on this viral plus heat build. Shotgun spaz for crazy amounts of fire rate. Yes, you need the fire rate in there because it's a beam weapon and it has punch through. Yes, you're going to be shooting into hordes of enemies and they're just going to die from the residual DOTs. The viral electricity is similar, and yes, we're using the prime charge shell. We're going to get crazy amounts of electric damage. Literally the same build. All I did was add electric, and here I went with blaze and incendiary code. Here we are in Steel Path. As you can see, it's already killing enemies like crazy. This is the viral and heat build. Woo. I decided to do Steel Path Disruption just to showcase how this thing shreds against Demolist. All right, that's without armor strip. They have 400 stacks of heat. Dead. Here we go. That's with roar. There we go. Dead. Dead. All right, here we are in survival, showing you the viral electric. It kind of works the same, but it's not as powerful as viral heat, since heat ramps up so much when it comes to damage. But this has amazing crowd control. Look at that. Still doing a lot of damage. Alternate fire, rocket on all the enemies, and look, they're all stunned. So it's really good for CC. See that electric proc? Boom. All right. Wait, what? The viral electricity is actually good against acolytes. Hey, look at that. Yeah, okay. If the viral heat doesn't work on acolytes, hey, just use the viral electricity, guys. You just have to strip their armor first, so you can do that easily with Vast Luck, or if you're using an Ash, hey, there you go. Anyway, that has been it for me. I do hope you've learned and enjoyed this video. And if you did, feel free to leave a like, share, and subscribe for more Warframe content, streams, and so much more. Do refer to the description. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.